Dow Jones is down over 2,200 points. Robinhood is down nearly, 10% and another 10% yesterday. Every stock, Tesla was down nearly 10%, but crypto is in the green. Look at that. Bitcoin 83,000, 1.4% up. Ethereum's up 1%. Why is that and why is this happening? Well, main reason is because of the tariff that Trump placed a day ago. China retaliated with a 34% tariff on the U.S. And there's fears that this is about to spark a back and forth trade war, making the economy worse and worse until we completely collapse and reach a recession. And this is what I think is about to happen. I think we all prepped for this. We knew that the tariffs are coming, and it's been talked about for months, way before this actually even happened. And although the stocks, I did have to stop loss out pretty early in the morning, but I just let this bleed out because whenever news like this gets announced, just it's not worth trading that day. And even if we're bounce back and you were to miss out, okay, that's fine. Let it. It's okay that you missed out, but you can rebuy here and continue to trade. It's not like you missed out on the whole stock like going up. So it's okay if you miss out. The main thing is this going to continue to sell off on Monday? And as you can see, we saw a major sell off this morning all the way down to $31.59, but we bounced up pretty big and started cruising back up. But on Monday, what's going to happen Monday? There's no major reports coming out. Also, Tuesday, no major reports. People see this as an oversold stock right now. As long as no big news like China or another country starts placing massive tariffs, although that is possible, if it doesn't come out, then we should start seeing bounces on Monday. And I don't think we're going to go all the way up where we were, but we should at least start going back up to $36 a share. And don't get me wrong, people are really, really feared right now, and the greed index is pretty much gone. There's no more greed. If we take a look at the 4-hour time frame, we are in that oversold zone. And yesterday, when I talked about saying that we sold off pretty good, but we were just not there yet, and we could continue to see another sell off, that's exactly what happened. But now we are in the red zone. It could still continue to go down from here. So don't just go in with everything you've got. But the likelihood of it bouncing just becomes that much more chances wise. And I don't think it's gonna bounce like crazy up to here. We would need some good news to come out. And I've seen this so many times. It seems like it's the end of the world. It's gonna be a back and forth trade war, but they're going to come to an agreement where we temporarily pause the tariffs for a month just to see what happens in the market. Will bounce right back up, but then they'll resume it. So it's like a never ending game, pretty much. The market goes up and down. We have entered that. So we're at 34.50, which the lowest analyst predicting this stock to close this year is $34. And that's the lowest. The medium analyst predicts that it's going to be at 66 by the end of the year, and the highest analyst predicts it's going to be over 100. Imagine the potential gain when everybody's freaking out and you were to buy here for a long-term hold. Imagine the potential 100x, profit on this. And day traders, you should be stop lossing out and waiting for this panic to stop. Even if it takes a week, I wouldn't just start going in all the way in with everything you've got just because we're oversold. You could buy portions and just be very careful right now. There's not a lot of good news coming out at all. As you can see, though, the main thing is Robinhood's still a very strong stock earnings wise, and all the innovations they've been doing to their business, and it's not selling off because of anything bad with the company. The only reason it's been selling off is because of the tariff war right now, and all the stocks have been selling off, Dow Jones, everything. So imagine the first good news we get where the market bounces. Just imagine the volatility of the stock and where we could go from there. I can't even begin to imagine the heights. So I've been buying a little bit on my long-term portfolio, but on my day trade portfolio, I've just let this bleed out. Let it go down. There's no point right now because we're at maximum fear. So I would just let this bleed out. But on Monday, we could start seeing. I mean, we could see another sell-off due because the fear is not, it's not gone yet. But we have oversold so much, and we actually seen Robinhood at the peak today. It was down 17% until we bounced back up 7%. So we closed pretty much 10%. I would be very careful, but also I would be thinking of going long term on some of this. And it's up to you guys to do your own analysis, but this is the riches are made when recessions happen and when market pullbacks and corrections happen like this. This is the best time to start a portfolio, and this is the best time to actually start building wealth because building wealth takes a long time. And even if you start investing slowly and you start putting away money and slowly buying up, even if we go lower, that just means you can buy this cheaper. But the first day we get this green and we start seeing some bounces, this is where you can make a good amount. Really, the only people that this should affect is like people retiring and people that were supposed to retire this year and stuff like that, because who knows, this could be taking months. It really all depends. Um, if this does take months, we should still see bounces in between. We should still see, you know, bounces. And I don't think this stock is just going to continue declining all the way back to $7, where at the lowest point it's been. I don't think that's going to happen because this stock has too much potential, especially for this year. And if we start going lower, I think we're going to start seeing some massive volatility coming back up. Um, it is going to take the economy, it's going to take some good news for this to bounce all the way where it was. But I would just watch out. And like I said, Monday, we get 2 free days of no reports coming out, no major reports at least. So I think we're going to start seeing some bounces Monday. But yeah, be safe. Good luck with investing and comment down below. I reply to every single comment and subscribe. See you guys in the next one.